Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about role of team structures in DevOps transformation journey. And I have given a 30-minute talk before about the same topic. I'll try to tell you everything in 5 minutes. So let's get started. I'm going to talk about 4 different team structures today: Dev and Ops collaboration, a cross-functional team, SRE, and platform engineering team. And also, I'm going to dig deeper into platform engineering team in another talk tomorrow with Priyanka, who's sitting right there. So let's get started. We'll start with Conway's law, where it says that when you have a structure, you structure your teams, and how they communicate matters in how you produce your software. It also matters in how you deliver them and run in production. But this is a big no-no. Dev and Ops silo? Never. Because devs, what they do is write software, they throw it over the wall to ops, and then they deploy and operate. So don't do that because there are communication barriers. They are more project-focused than product-focused. There's a lot of waste during handoff, and there is increased feature lead time. So Dev and Ops silo is a big no-no. The next one up there is Dev and Ops collaboration, where Dev and Ops talk to each other. They collaborate with each other because the incentive structures and the common goals that they have allow them to do that. They enable them to collaborate. So they work on software deployment, app monitoring, infra provisioning, take that knowledge back to their teams, and then use that to then deploy and run and self-service their software. And Ops also learns about how the application is developed. So they collaborate, their incentive structures and goals are together. So obviously, improved communication and collaboration, reduce feature lead time, software stability and quality is better. But for that to have, there needs to be a shared vision between those teams. And there needs to be a certain level of organizational maturity. Next one, cross-functional team, where you have all the skill sets that you need to run a product team. They are focused on building the right product, and they are not focused on their side of things, where I'm dev, I do this, or I'm ops, do this. So like I said, it promotes product thinking. It empowers the team to make the right decisions to build the right product and not just the technology. And obviously, it reduces the feature lead time because of that. Next one up is around SRE. There is a handoff, but the handoff needs to meet certain standards. SRE teams are focused on automation and data-driven techniques. They use things like error budgeting to make sure that the standards that are there in building the software are met. So you need that when the site reliability and uptime is really critical. You build that team using engineers and very close to engineers with ops skills. And you're focused on automation and data-driven and techniques like error budgeting, like I mentioned earlier. Platform engineering team, that is focused on building self-service platforms that helps you deploy and operate systems with reduced lead time and complexity. So that helps you, again, self-service is in bold. And it's API-based, so as you can see on the left, they are your customers, your app dev teams, your op teams. They're using API to call the platform, and they get everything on the right, your pipelines, your infra provisioning, your monitoring tools, your container platforms, but everything is automated. So let's look at an evolution. Let's say you're on the left, where your dev and ops are siloed. They don't talk to each other. They have communication issues. How do you get to the right, where right for me is going to a cross-functional team? And what you should do is don't go there right away, right? Think about building that cross-functional team, but take baby steps, right? Start by enabling those teams and creating common incentives so that they start collaborating with each other. They start working with each other together so that they can come up with learnings and they learn about things about each other. But in some cases, you might need a separate team. Let's say your reliability and uptime is really critical. You might need a separate site reliability engineering team that is focused on reliability, maintaining standards in terms of your infrastructure and operations. And they use data-driven techniques, like I mentioned earlier. But in some cases, when your teams lack the skills to run your app and ops stack, you might need a platform engineering team that is focused on building that self-service platform. But also in that case, try to get to a stage where you get rid of those eventually. Thank you. My name is Adarsh Shah, and let's continue this conversation. Thank you.